Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Chris Irving from Kratom Kingdom, and this is for new people who are new to Kratom and maybe possibly new subscribers. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe because I bring new videos about Kratom every day almost. And it's all about Kratom and all about how amazing Kratom is and what it can do for you and how it can do it for you. First off, what is kratom? Kratom is a leaf off a tree. It's called a kratom tree, and it's usually in Southeast Asia. Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, all those places in Southeast Asia. It's a tree that the local farmers the rubber farmers used to use for hundreds of years. They'd pull the leaf off the tree, fold it up, put it in their mouth, and chew it like a chewing tobacco and get all the alkaloids out of it to give them a mild sense of euphoria and a stimulant to do the work all night long. Because rubber farmers work at night when it's cooler, and when they work on the rubber trees because it's a really hard job to do, and they chew on the kratom leaf. And Westerners found out about it, and when Indonesians started grinding it up into a fine powder, and they either put it in capsule form. You can buy those gel caps for like 1,000 of them for like $10, and you would fill up one of those little capsules and pop it in your mouth and swallow it, and it would go directly to your stomach. Well, we also found out that if you take that powder, you can make a tea out of it, which is what I do, and drink that tea in the morning instead of coffee to give you a daily boost, better than coffee. Gives you stimulation, wakes you up, makes all your pain go away. You have no body aches and pains once you drink kratom tea. Or you can take that powder, put it in a teaspoon, pop it in your mouth, and then follow it down with a drink of your choice. It does taste terrible, but it's not dangerous at all. I mean, nobody's really died from a kratom-based overdose, even though the news or the newspapers said somebody did. But in that situation, if you really look at it hard, what happened was they were on something else, on a narcotic at the same time as taking kratom, and possibly the two together with the massive amounts this person took. I mean, too much water can kill you. Too much marijuana can supposedly kill you. But I equate kratom to marijuana. It's as dangerous as marijuana is. No one's ever really died from an overdose of marijuana, as to my knowledge. It's a harmless plant that has that mimics an opiate, where an opiate will calm you down, give you a mild state of euphoria, and reduce all your aches and pains. Kratom has alkaloids in it called nitrogenous speciosa, which isn't important to remember that, but anyway, those alkaloids bind to your opiate receptors, which makes kratom an opiate, basically. So it is a drug, but it's a benign drug. It's not like cocaine or acid or anything like that. It's not man-made. It's made in nature off a tree, just a regular tree. As you can see behind me, this is a kratom tree, and it just looks like a regular tree that the Asians found these magical effects from. And it's really good for if you're in chronic pain. It's awesome to get off of if you're addicted to opiates. It's one of the top ways to get off of opiates because it mimics opiates, yet it doesn't have the addictive power that opiates have. So it's really nice to get off of it. If you're on an opiate and you're addicted to it, try kratom. It's a really great way to get off of it. And there's several different ways to call it. You can call it kratom, kratom. It's whatever you prefer. In Southeast Asia, it's named kratom because that's what the Indonesians call it in their language, kratom. And the way I make a tea out of it is I take 5 grams or a coffee, those little coffee scoops that you scoop your coffee out with. I take one of those, which is about 5 grams, scoop it out, level it out, and dump it in a cup. Just a regular coffee cup, and I add some sugar and honey to it because it tastes terrible otherwise. And then pour boiling hot water in it like you would a regular tea. Pour water in it, and stir it up with a milk. I use a milk frother because the powder and the water don't really want to mix that well together. It wants to stay separated like oil and water. And you mix it with a milk frother for the best effect, and then you just sip it. And you have to be able to get past the taste of it, because my parents, I tried to get them on it because they both suffer chronic pain because they're elderly. They're in their 70s now, and my parents just can't handle the taste of it. Plus my father took it and it went right straight to his stomach, and it gave him a nauseous stomach, which is a common effect of Kratom. Another effect of Kratom is it will give you constipation. So you have to be on it for a couple of days and be off of it for a couple of days. Today is a day where I'm not really on it. I'm drinking coffee today because I'm a little backed up and I want to be able to loosen up and go to the bathroom. So it's embarrassed to talk about your digestive system, but it is a reality that Kratom will back you up and make you constipated. Another thing it will do is it's a diuretic, and it'll make you urinate a lot. Other than that, I can't think of any other negative side effects of Kratom, except for it makes you feel better and it gives you a mild state of euphoria. Kind of like taking an opiate. Like if you took a half of a hydrocodone or a half of an oxycontin, it gives you that kind of euphoria. It's really nice. I mean, and it lasts for as long as you keep taking it. It's not a long lasting euphoria, unfortunately, which is why I drink it throughout the day, to kind of maintain that euphoria. I get a lot done. Plus, Kratom is also really good for anxiety and depression. I've decreased my depression medication by half since taking Kratom because I really don't need it so much anymore, because the Kratom stimulates my dopamine receptors, which make me happier. It gives me a thrill throughout the day, which kind of keeps me happy throughout the day. And it's like retraining my brain chemistry to be happy and not so anxious. I don't take any anxiety medication anymore like I used to. I used to pop benzodiazepines like they were candy because I was so anxious. I had a level 2 anxiety disorder, which was extreme. I was agoraphobic, afraid to leave my house. So today I'm going to the store to pick up my groceries and that I ordered online, because I'm still not really all that excited to go out in public because I had a massive stroke that left me half paralyzed. So I use Kratom for everything. I use it for my anxiety, my depression, my aches and pains, and I use it for recreationally for a little euphoria. So anyway, y'all, that's what Kratom is. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'm pretty good about getting back to people in the comments because I've only got 217 subscribers. So I'm still at a level where I can get to do the comments and I get notifications whenever you leave a comment. So I try to reply right from that notification and get to the comments and do that. And I'm trying to get build my channel up to a substantial amount to really push Kratom, because Kratom is in danger of being indicted by the DEA and made a Schedule 2 narcotic, which is ridiculous because it's not a narcotic as far as I know. I mean, it is a drug because it does give you a desired effect like a drug would, but it's not a dangerous drug. It's like marijuana. I keep saying it's almost exactly like marijuana. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.